All right, so in looking at the concept of globalization, which in one of the video links under the topic of globalization, we see where the narrator of that video put it simply, that globalization is basically the globe coming together, which is the coming together of countries and nations to offer goods and services more quickly and less complicated. So due to technological advancement, this is much easier. And we also can look at the factors that influence the growth in globalization. And one of this is the increase and expansion of technology, as I stated earlier on, and also the growing customer pressures. And in talking about growing customer pressures, we can look at one great thing that we all struggle with as a nation and people, which is the pandemic, COVID-19. So the pandemic has basically put pressure on companies and businesses to function in a way where persons need to get access to other regions, other goods, other services. And due to globalization, due to technological advancement, personally, I'm able to sit in my home and order things online. I'm actually able to sit in my home or sit right at my desk at work and have a meeting with someone from as far as Japan, and that is due to the expansion of technology. So because of globalization, we're able as a students to go and work and travel because there is a link, there's a connection, there's a relationship between countries, there's relationship between nations, there's relationship between businesses. And as we talk about relationship, globalization basically builds that bridge, that gap between borders, between countries, so they can trade, basically, that we can have international trade. So we can have Uber in Jamaica, which is a new thing now, as we see. And all of that is due to globalization. It's due to the conversation that countries have come together and is now executing certain things that they see as a need for persons to have. And when we look at globalization as a concept, we can look at cultural diversity, we can look at flexibility, we can also look at competition. So globalization, as it is seen every single day, we have goods from China, we have goods from USA, we're eating their food. So it's no longer like, okay, we are only eating Jamaican food. We eat basically anything that we see in the world or on TV. It's available here right in front of us, and that is due to globalization. So in my own way, globalization basically allows us to be free to experience other person's culture, to experience whatever they are having over there. And yes, there's a little tweak to it based on certain products and based on the environment that they're going to provide, that product and services. But because of globalization, they can do such things like that. And when I think about globalization, it just brings to mind the Chinese nationals, how they have set up shop in and around the Caribbean and also in Jamaica specifically, because in Port Mara, which is the capital of St. Mary, I see where there's a lot of haberdasheries and there's a lot of supermarkets set up by these Chinese national, and that is all because of globalization and the relationship that Jamaica and China has that allows these persons to come into our countries and have businesses. And also we can also think about tax-free holiday. So due to globalization and tariffs and stuff like that, persons are able to come and enjoy some of these benefits that is due to globalization and international trade.